Good morning, guys! Welcome to Vlogmas day 12. I hope you guys are having a good Monday, good start to your week. Me and Ellie are. We have finished all the editing and video stuff for yesterday's video. Now we're out on a little walk. The weather has definitely warmed up a bit since like last week. It was freezing last week and it's still cold. Still very snowy, as you can tell, but it's warmed up a little. And I figured since the sun's out now, it's best to take Ellie for a walk now than when Caleb gets home, because then the sun's already going down and it's like quite colder. So that's what we're doing this morning. And I feel bad for Ellie because it must be cold for her. We've tried putting on those like little booties on her before and she hated it. She couldn't walk, she just stayed still and she literally like could not walk. And it was actually hilarious and really funny, but it just didn't work. So we're just gonna make this a quick walk, I think, and then head home. Made it, Ellie! We survived the cold. Now for some hot chocolate. So we haven't really had the chance to talk much about kind of adoption and everything in the last couple vlogs, and because we had the seminar, there was like a lot of information coming to us and there was just like a lot going on. So I thought I'd sit down and kind of talk with you a little bit about it. So the whole idea of adopting and like the big picture of it of, you know, not having that biological link and all of that, like Caleb and I honestly feel really good about that. I think we've come to terms with it and we just feel really excited about the idea of being parents in any way, and adoption is no different. We see it as an opportunity to love a child and to give our love that we are feel that we are very deserving of doing. And so that's like not an issue for us at all. So we are moving forward with open adoption. And so I don't know if a lot of you know what that kind of means, but I'll give you like a little rundown. Essentially, historically, there were mostly closed adoptions out there, and that just meant that there wasn't a relationship between birth parents and adoptive child. There was little to no information being exchanged when the adopted child generally lived life without knowing any information about birth parents. Didn't always know that they were adopted until, you know, you always hear those stories about someone applying for a passport when they're like 20 years old and then finding out that that they're adopted and those kinds of stories. So open adoption is essentially on the other end of the spectrum. You are very open from the very beginning. We have already learned lots of tactics for talking with the child about the adoption and about birth parents and things. Another thing is that you have this incredible opportunity where you as adoptive parents actually are selected by the birth parents, by the birth mother or birth father as well. So our profile goes in like this list, right? And then the birth mom who comes in basically sets out kind of their criteria or what they're looking for in the adoptive parents. And sometimes this could be like very particular, sometimes it could be vague. It could be like, I really would like the mom to be a teacher. I'd really like them to live in a small town or a big city or whatever it be. And then your name gets pulled out if you are a match for that. And then they look at your profile, home study, etc. And then meet you from there if it's a good match on their end. And it's kind of really special, I think, because you get to feel like this match is definitely right. You feel good about it. You feel like the birth mom has a place in her heart for us, for Caleb and I, and that sort of thing. So the way it is like is really exciting to us and we really are looking forward to that. I think it's really cool. And you know, then that's when you kind of like will decide mutually if there's going to be a relationship further, how much contact, and that sort of thing. So it's really cool, and it's all kind of a case-by-case basis. You don't really know until you meet the person and what it's going to be like and that sort of thing. But on our end, we put our little bits of criteria of what we're looking for in the relationship with the birth mother as well. So it goes both ways, which I think is really cool. And yeah, so we're excited about the open adoption. As you know, we are very open people, so it just kind of fits with how we plan on doing that sort of thing and how we plan on raising our future children and all of that. So it really fits well with Caleb and I. I think that the biggest kind of anxiety about this whole thing is honestly the wait. Like, it's very scary to think of being on the wait list for a very long time, and you know, that holding on to that hope, but being kind of silent and not knowing what's going on necessarily, because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So you're just basically sitting around waiting to see if anything happens, and that's, as you might know, not easy for me. It's very, 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 very hard for me to sit still and wait, and especially when it is a year or 2 years or 3 years. The average in our area is 3 years on the wait list, and that's a long time. That's a very long time. So that brings up a lot of anxieties for Caleb and I. Obviously, we can hope and pray that we would be someone who gets chosen earlier on, but we really just have no clue how that's going to work, and we can't really count on that. So that's, I think, a big worry for us, is just how long it's going to be. No matter what, we are really looking forward to basically just putting our minds to this process and trying our best to move it along right away and get things done for it. It's a very exciting step, and it's something that could very well be the next step to the rest of our lives, and that is something that we don't take for granted anymore. We know how special that is, and we try to get excited about that. So I think I can speak for Caleb and I, saying that this adoption process, especially after learning so much about it and familiarizing ourselves with it a lot, we are very, very excited and hopeful, definitely hopeful. So if you guys can always keep your fingers crossed for us, this next little bit of filling out paperwork and doing home studies and stuff like that is going to be long and possibly difficult at times, but I think it's good. I think it's good for us, and I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Hey guys, I am home and in the vlog for the first time today. Finally, it's my turn to talk to you guys. I'm excited whenever I get to film, and I always miss it. And when Ayla's the one who mostly is the one Snapchatting me right now while I try to vlog and distracting me.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Okay, so now, as I was saying, what was I saying? Ayla?
Excited to be back.
I'm so excited to be back in the vlog. The end. Cool story, bro. But yeah, that's stuff that you'll learn a lot more about as the time goes by and as we let you guys know a few more details and as things happen for us. So I think that's enough on that for today. But I just wanted to sit down with Ayla and we wanted to say goodbye and end the vlog, because that's pretty much all we have to share for today as we relax and enjoy our Monday evening, as Mondays are a little bit rough, as everybody knows and everybody complains about, like, every week, even though they,
it's always the same.
It's always the same. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
So we wanted to know, guys, if you could leave a comment down below if you've ever experienced adoption, in which way you experienced it. Maybe you personally went through it, or you had a family member or a friend or someone's sister's brother's uncle's cousin, and you just let us know, and we'd just be curious to hear your stories, and it would really help us, and we just love if you guys could share.
Definitely, that would be awesome to read and like help us get more familiar with adoption, because we can always use that, right? It's always good to
and it's always nice to just learn more, and to especially learn your stories, and we love that. So we'd love to learn about our viewers. All
right, guys, that's it for the video today. We're excited to see you for the rest of December, really.
Yeah, we really enjoyed daily vlogging and Vlogmas.
We're almost halfway through, I'd say. It's about halfway mark. And then
just about.
It's coming up. Christmas is coming up. Everything fun and exciting is coming, so it's going to be good. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. If you are already subscribed, just double check that it's still subscribed. Happening. And leave a comment down below like we said before. Give this video a thumbs up. That really helps us out in this kind of YouTube world. So we appreciate that always. And thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye guys. See you tomorrow.